only good as a shelf piece. This next one isn't really a game per se, but Pokédex 3DS Pro is straight up a Gen 5 Pokédex, like legit.
You now have the ability to view over 640 Pokemon in beautiful 3D graphics.
Pokédex toys did exist at the time, but they were made by companies like Tiger Electronics, so they weren't exactly detailed. Nowadays we have free iPhone Pokédex apps, Bulbapedia, or books if you're a nerd. But yeah, this is a legit Pokédex made by Nintendo in game for Jago. Entries in Pokemon in all of the unknown forms.
Unknown C, Unknown D, Unknown E, Unknown F, Unknown G.
And this was an era of Pokemon where they didn't serve everyone up 5 courses of DLC stew, so there was no Pokemon. Sure. Can you tell? It's just wild. Tivo and Carl are just walking around trying to find a way out and find the zombified Lisa. So, armed with a baseball bat, Tivo kills the kid's mother right in front of him. Soon after their little shootout in the basement, Hawkins reboots Argus to find that he's infected with the mechanical virus, and then starts strangling her. And we finally see that lady from the beginning of the movie again. She and her own android partner go around killing the rest of the humans in the building. Damien Raw henchman guy, Tivo, Carl, Vic, all the main characters, dead.
The events that transpired here today are not what we planned. Ideally, we would have sought a higher value target. This'll have to do.
And it turns out it was the government's fault the whole time. Yippee! It always is. And plot twist,
Damien Raw doesn't exist, you stupid machine. He's just a convenient boogeyman to keep people nice and scared. But sometimes the boogeyman has to jump out and yell boo once in a while.
so they use our main characters as a scapegoat. Vic Richmond was a known Raw conspirator. Tivo was a delinquent with an extensive criminal record. And Carl Vega, you know, the 10-year-old child who was innocent in all of this.
He was a member of the Church of the New Osirans. Quite a merry band of terrorists they make.
Is that what these masks behind this door were for? Were they part of an actual cult? It's just vague reasons all around here. So now they're planning to cover it all up by erasing Argus's memories so none of it gets out.
And that just leaves one last loose end. Your memory.
You are a superior officer. Naturally, I will obey your orders.
Yeah. I'm afraid that's not really going to be good enough.
If you were listening earlier, I didn't put Hawkins on the kill count. Hell yeah!
No, please, I don't know what you heard, but I can explain.
And with one good shot through the hand, she did it. She saved the apartment building, not the whole world like it shows on the front cover. False advertising, I think. That was definitely a movie I got at the dollar store. To be perfectly honest, it's not horrible. It could be edited down a little, so there's not that much walking around with nothing happening, and the gray static is really annoying to look at and takes up a lot of screen time. Movies don't usually use every single piece of footage they film, that's why they have a deleted scene section. But all in all, it was a really good low-budget movie. Just saying, this video is all in good fun. I really honestly congratulate the actors and filmmakers for putting this out into the world. It's more than I can ever do. And I really do actually like the lore surrounding this universe. Like, if they made some comic books based on this world, I would absolutely support it. And if you guys want to copy yourself, I found my copy at a Dollarama during Halloween, so I don't know if it could be there or not, but good luck! Happy Halloween, everybody! I've played quite a lot of video games in my life. I've already made a couple videos talking about video games I've played as a child. If you were subscribed, you would have seen them. I don't really remember playing a lot of video games when I was a little child. Before I had a DS and could play Pokemon Diamond for myself, my parents resorted to getting me this.
The new electronic talking Pokédex is here!
But the earliest video games I can remember is going to school in 2005 and 2006 in my kindergarten classes when we went to the best place in the entire building, the computer lab. And this was for some reason located in the storage room right beside the library or something. And it had rows and rows and rows of bulky monitors running nothing but... This is where the students can log on with their own school ID to play flash games. Eventually the teacher catches them and kicks them out for using the computers inappropriately. Totally not from experience. But for me, it was the best time because I hated my class and I hated my teacher. So yeah, it was sort of my first form of escapism in my life, then it spiraled down from there. These are all old educational computer games, by the way. I'm sure there was a lot more games that I played in the computer lab in those days. These are just a very few amount of games that I remember playing in school, but it's enough that I can make a video about them. But since I played them about, how many years ago? 18 years? I have not played these games in 18 years. I can't actually physically play them. I have to get footage off the internet for them. And they're all down in the description, by the way, if you want to go rewatch that footage. Okay, so let's boot up the old PC and launch game number 1.
And I am visiting my friends at the zoo.
Oh, the Plumo games. The memories I have with these ones. Made by Synapse Multimedia and released in 1999, Plumo is a bilingual parrot who takes children on an adventure to discover things about things, I guess. Things like the circus or the park, but I never actually played those ones, so shut it. The two that I played when I was younger was Plumo at the Zoo and Plumo at the Farm. Plumo at the Zoo I remember being my favorite. I think. I was 5, get off my ass. Plumo at the Zoo was meant to challenge a child's basic counting, matching, and coloring skills. All within fun little mini-games. They're like all mini-game collections, by the way, and just... They're not very clever. There's this Dress the Bear game where you have to match the silhouette on the wall to the bear casting it. I don't know why, but the bear was my favorite character as a kid, but now I know why. He's definitely a stoner. Then there's a game where you have to match the shape of the animal that was swallowed by a snake. What the hell is this, anaconda? How big are these snakes at this zoo that are capable of swallowing whole elephants? And if you thought that was horrible, how about matching the animal skins to the respective ghosts? What the Does this zoo have a poaching problem?
Bye-bye. Come see us again.
Now that my childhood has been ruined yet again, let's move on to Plumo at the Farm.
Hello, my name is Plumo. My friends on the farm can't wait to meet you. To choose a game, click on one of the moving pictures.
It's exactly the same game. And yet again, it's another minigame collection to learn various topics like adding, matching, connecting a hose in a path across a garden to water the flowers directly from the nose of a living ground water pump. What? There's also a minigame where you have to connect the hands correctly on the indicated time. And the sun melts the earth from being so close to the atmosphere. Next are the house games. I know, that sounds weird out of context, I know. The early Learning House games are basically just minigame collections, all based on a different subject. But there was only one out of the series that I didn't play when I was younger, and that being Trudy's Time and Place House.
Hi, I'm Trudy. Come play in my Time and Place House.
Starring this really scary-looking alligator thing, and my headcanon is that this house is a TARDIS, because you can literally control time and space with it.
Hour.
But the first out of the ones I actually played was Millie's Math House. And that deals with, I don't know. The menu opens up and ooh, got a good cast of characters here. What the fuck is that?
I'm Millie. Come play in my math house.
Okay, so I'm gonna be every day, I think now, starting from January 16th, I'm going to play Animal Crossing legitimately, not, you know, time traveling and going to treasure islands and cheating. That's what I was doing with my casual playthrough, but um maybe I should just start a new profile just to do that. Because I kind of like my island, actually. Because, like, I set it up pretty well. Bah! I named it Bah because I don't know. January 16th, 2026, and yeah, that's pretty accurate. I have no clue what's going on with 3.0. I have no idea. I have not played this in a while. They'll probably tell me last time I played it. Hell yeah. Okay, I was just gonna delete this file and just be like, I don't even remember what's on it, but yeah, it's been a while. I need to weed my island. Oh. Speaking of cheating and going to treasure islands, I have like a whole fair set up. This is sick. Okay, I need to go to... That's crazy. Okay, I need to go to here. Okay. So we come from the airport. Um, that's my... Oh, I'm actually wearing that right now. Um, it's the logo for my book I'm writing. Um, it'll be out in probably a couple years when I want to actually write something. Okay, so we come from the airport down through this little entrance way. If we go to the right, we have all of these signs lining the beach, as well as all my gyroids. I think that's what they're called, gyroids. That I dug out of the ground. Keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. This last one I found. Anyway. So, have the Statue of Liberty, Why is it not leaning? It should be leaning. Anyway, Leaning Tower of Pisa, I think.
Anybody cheats at Animal Crossing and goes to Treasure Islands? I really don't care, honestly, because it's a game that's been out for years. Yeah. Hit that rock. There's a snowball. I'm getting distracted by things. Here's my RuPaul standee. You do this and then what? You can't really see through it, but. And this is from like a Mardi Gras event or something. It's like a stage. And we have the like front, like the town square, I guess you can say. A nice seal fountain. And who's this? Ike? 10 months. 10 months. Oh my gosh. What? No, you can't go, actually. No. Okay, so I have Ike, Julian, and some ape guy. Who are you? Kiwi? Okay, so we have this like town square kind of area with a nice bench, ping pong, an open sign right beside the shop, and there's like a nice little seating area for people to eat in. Shopping cart, another bench. Then a line of flower bushes, nice evenly spread. I like the double black benches like that. And who's this? Lucky, yeah. And I'm Lucky. Then outside the museum, these are like some of the rejected statues. Okay. So the museum, then we have Stonehenge here. You know, I just casually have Stonehenge in my village. On my island, I mean. Sorry. I don't know if we come this way. Some more stuff I stole from a treasure island. Anyway, this is like the farm area. What is this? There. Okay, I didn't put that there. So this is like a farm area. I have all of these spread out, different pumpkins and all of that. All of the different fruits. Bamboo here. And a well, because you gotta always have a well in a farm. Well, I'm glad you found a hobby. Okay, so we have to talk about this. This is my fair area, like amusement park. So greeting you at the gates is Godzilla and a giant pink robot with some benches. We go through the gates. I know there's other colors in of these, but I wanted an aesthetically pleasing looking one that all matched. So merry-go-round is black. All these trains are black here. The benches, the trash cans, the gacha machines. So we have like a balloon stand, then like some carnival games here, another trash can here. Then the teacup rides. Then this is like a birthday party, I think, area. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel for too small for anybody to go into. It's gonna fail. Wow, that's so shit. We're watching the weather. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is like a type of theater type area. This is like clock, like something pops out of that. This is what, a donation? You can deposit bells? No. Nice fountain. Yeah, that's fun. A lot of that I stole also. I go down here. This is whose house? It's Ike's house. Go this way. It's more. Okay, we just have a pyramid. Be cool. Oh, okay. I don't want to go to that yet. I don't know what that is. Yeah, we have a pyramid and a sphinx. Cool. Oh, Mitzi! Peanut Butter Gamer's Furry Awakening. Okay. It's another statue, kind of like a shrine area. This is like the Lupin and like some other thing from like Greek mythology. Education is important. What are these stepping stones? It's a nothing. Okay. It's just, that's fun. Okay. Did I go visit somebody who's currently live streaming right now? Who's live streaming Animal Crossing? Oh, wow, a lot of people are playing Animal Crossing right now. We're so back. Wow, a lot of people are playing Animal Crossing. Shit. I didn't realize that. Who's least watched right now? Probably me. Low to high. Oh, I'm not the lowest. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, there I am. Actually, maybe we need to go to high to low. I need to start following more people to get my name out there. I don't want to promote Travago. Okay. See if my name comes up. That'd be cool promotion. Honestly, if you just put YT in front of your name, people know it's YouTube. So it, I don't know. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. I just have a pile of bones on my shore. Yep, I have that. Anyway. I was wondering where my camp was, but it's up on a cliff over here. So let's go back around. So if we go up here past the farm, we have this sort of like side street here. But I want to go to the campsite first. Here we go. There's no one here right now. I got a bike, all the amenities you need in a campsite, including a wash bin with a clothes hanger and stuff. And then like a little campfire. Thought that was fun. Need one more seat. Lots of weeds here. We go down here. Whose house is this? This is mine. Yeah, I'll check that later. Got a nice lookout spot for stargazing with my green froggy chair. Hell yeah. Wow. What a serene picture. My froggy chair. I have a bunch of fish out here. Fish and... no, just bugs. Bugs to sell later. Well, why do I have the moon? Why do I have the moon? Oh, another skeleton. Okay, cool. Okay. Anyway, that's my yard. And then I have like light posts and hedges and fences all down here. I put a lot of thought into this. Then who's this house? Oh, Julian. Julian's my neighbor. And then there's like a little side street behind their houses. They don't get as big of a lawn as me, obviously, because I'm the mayor. And this is Marina's. And then this is, I'm pretty sure, Lucky's house. Yeah, because he has pumpkins outside. And then, oh, and then there's like a cool little cute intersection with benches. This is Huck's house. Yeah, I have Anka on my island. Don't be fucking jealous, okay? Oh, she cooking. What you cooking? Okay, so there's something to do with a hotel. Okay, so I'm gonna go prepare. I'm gonna go prep. Oh, wait, no, I haven't finished my tour of my island. I need that footage. And then, who's this? Oh yeah, Flora, as you can probably tell by the flamingos I put outside her house. Hmm. So if we go up here, there's like a... Okay, so let's start from this side street behind Julian's house. Some more like open grass. I'm like glitching. Okay. It's like the little side street back here, nice grassy area, a bunch of weeds I have to take out. Oh. I don't know what this is. And oh, an actual park. Wow. If there's a tsunami, the kids will get it first, I guess. Then like a cool lighthouse. I think that actually lights up at night. Yeah, I put a lot of thought into this island. It's like a nice little gazebo here. Um, what is this? What did you just give me? I can't even view it. Okay. So I think I showed pretty much everything. Hey, what's in my museum? Because a lot of this I did steal from Treasure Islands. It's like, oh, this is mine now. Let's check out the fossils, because I'm pretty sure a lot of these I collected. Legitimately. I don't remember. I have quite a bit, actually. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. So, wow, this is full. This is like full as hell. Are all of these done? Like, what? That's crazy. Ooh. Okay, I want to know what this hotel thing is, because I really have no idea. I'm gonna put all of my stuff. Oh yeah, I got a warp pipe connecting the town square to my house, because I thought that would be like a cool, like fast travel thing, which it is. It's like actually can be used like that. I got this warp pipe here that goes directly to my house. Wow. And my house is pretty much done. Like, I have all of the rooms, I think, that you can possibly get. Ooh. Goodbye. Oh, here's my... Yeah, I need to give a house tour. Oh, this is my sitting room. Isn't it lovely? My skull radio, my Scorpio lamp, because I am in fact, a Scorpio. Which I don't give a shit about, but I just like the symbolism. Why the fuck? Lucky, get out of my house. Yeah, what? Okay. Anyway, you can stick around, I guess. Let's go to this room. Even though there shouldn't be a room because there's a window right there. I'm gonna leave now. Okay, next room. What's in here? I think this is my all-seeing room, my meditation. Yep, meditation room. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. No. I don't know what I'm doing with that room. What is that? Okay. Later. Bye. Get out of my house. Okay, so what's in here? What is with the gay shit? Literally me, but like, what is this? Is it just because I have no idea what to do with these rooms? There's so many rooms. So many rooms for activities. Oh, let's see what's upstairs. I think this is my like living area space, like game room. Hell yeah. Get out. So half of it is full, and most of it is crap. What is this? Oh my God. Okay, I have my framed albums, my posters of the Animal Crossing OTP up above my door. The Mona Lisa. Nice. And then most of the space is empty. Cool. Coolio. 10 months. Away for 10 months. See what's in the basement. Oh, this is this is my psychic reading room. Wow. I have my haunted doll in its case. Wow, this is crazy. Oh, another pile of bones. I use those for things. Anyway, I love how it's in my basement. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, did Mom sent me? Thanks, Mom. Do we get to like design our own hotel? Because that'd be crazy. Okay, so Star Wand. Let's open storage. Put all of this stuff. No. Put all this in storage. No. Except for the tools for now. Hmm. Oh no. Excuse me? You want me to do all of the work for you? Do you think I can talk you into designing the rooms? Oh, here we go, Beach. Oh my gosh. I was literally just talking about this last night. How I kind of like the idea of a hotel. Like every room is different, or like the sheets are completely random. Like the fitted sheet is different from like the flat sheet or whatever. But this'll have to do. Yeah. Ever so manipulated, huh? No, I want to do whatever I want. A seaside look? Okay, well, I guess I'm keeping the wallpaper. I'll keep the wallpaper, I think, maybe. No. Okay, okay, let's do a new pattern. Change design. No. Let's do... this with... Let's make it look like hormones a little bit. Oh, it's kind of ugly. This card. Let's see. Okay, let's keep the blue wallpaper. They want like a beachy theme. Let's give them a fucking beachy theme, huh? Obviously, New Horizons on the wall. Duh. Front and center. And then we need a bed. Recommended. Hell yeah. I work in a hotel. Okay, I know how these things are set up. We need the bed there, and then we need a bedside table, two bedside tables, one for each side. Okay. Actually, you know what? For it to be a true hotel room, we need to have the bed actually on this side. Maybe below the window. Because this is just a hotel room. This ain't a house. So, bedside drawer there. Bedside drawer here. And on the wall. That there. Okay. Okay. Above this window, we'll have the life raft. No. Why? Obviously, a hotel clock. Duh. Is there no bathrooms in this? Oh, ceiling fan. Duh. Um, fish mobile. Okay, that's fine. Above there. Okay. Okay, we need a dresser, wardrobe. Duh. We need a desk. Need a desk. Desk. Hmm. Hmm. Everything. Okay. Okay. So for the wardrobes. Here. Then okay. That'll definitely go here. Hmm. Trash can. Duh. Need to have one here. Surfboard. Actually, we'll have the surfboard here. Hmm. I don't have a TV or anything. Miscellaneous. Ooh, okay, maybe a fish would be cool. I have a fish in here. Oh, sea butterfly would be cool. Um, puffer fish. Maybe like every room has a different kind of fish in it, maybe. Like, ooh, an octopus. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, sir. I need a table to put them on, though. Need a good table, not a wicker table. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Does an actual octopus being in the room have any beach vibes? And then literally looking outside, like the window's there, but is there curtains I can get? Ooh, okay. I need a sitting area, actually. These hotel rooms are humongous. Or I don't really like this table, it's too big. Maybe not. Oh, maybe in every room there's a different villager picture. So maybe this one can be um, the Oliver and Wilbur room. Why is it not mounting? Get on the wall. There we go. Do I have anything else relating to them? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, I do have a TV. What? Yeah, I'll do that for now, and then so I do like the color, so maybe I should do this. Um, gosh. So I gotta change the color of this one just so I can get like a solid thing without windows. There we go. That's more ocean blue color. Nice. I can really move these guys over here. Hey, there might not be any windows in here, but I have the aesthetic I want now, so I don't care. I don't care. Dang it. Do that. Okay. I'm still gonna put a couch. No. Gay couch. No, let's just go with blue. I can have that up a little further there. There we go. Okay. It's coming together, it's coming together. And then we need something else underneath of this. Like it. What? Okay. So that's like a table desk thing. More miscellaneous stuff. So we need like a coffee maker type deal. Cordless phone, obviously. We gotta put this on this table. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I think I might be done with this room for now. I'll put the suitcase there. Okay. I think I'm okay with this beachy room. Just gotta get that one table back. Be happy with this hotel room. It's got all the things. It's got a cool octopus. It's got a phone. A lamp, surfboard, trash can. Cool. Wow. It's a little cramped with the couch like right in the middle of the room, but okay. I don't want to be in the picture though. Oh. Yo. Yo, what? That's crazy. We get a first person. Oh my gosh. Okay, so turn off guide. That's nuts. Okay. So let's go on a room tour. Okay, so we walk in from the front and are immediately greeted with your pilots from the flight that you were just on to get to my island. Okay. So you put your suitcase there and you're greeted with coconut juice, I guess. I don't know. Watching TV in this little living room area. Got your slippers there as per usual with the wardrobe. Got a little seating area with the room's resident aquatic animal, which is an octopus for this room. Um, phone. I think I might change the bed sheets, actually. But wow, this is nuts. Like a first person Animal Crossing shot. Wow. Coconuts on the wall. Okay. So I think I am gonna fix this bed. What? I can't have custom sheets? What? That's dumb. Okay. I think I'm good. I just need to take pictures now. Okay. Where should I shoot it from? This angle? Cool. What? Oh, okay. All done. I quite enjoyed that, actually. Oh no. God, who are you? Oh, he's gonna stay in the room I just decorated? $200 tickets for what? Souvenir shop. Oh. Okay. Let's see what these rooms looking like. Oh, there's only 8 rooms. Wow. Yes, let's visit Derwin. Wow. Okay then. So that's room 1. Um, Definitely gonna be doing room 2 now. Holy shit, that was actually fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go with modern because I know nothing about Japanese culture like that, so I wouldn't know. I know they give you recommended items, but I wouldn't know how to appropriately approach that room. Maybe I'll look at examples later if they give me the example again, but oh god. Okay. So if it's modern, I really don't like any of these options. Oh my goodness. Okay. So wallpaper is just gonna be simple white cloth. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, okay. And then it's gonna have like light black line at the bottom to signal trimming. Sure. Ultra modern. Let's see how it looks. 'Cause I don't want windows. Okay, no. No, 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 no. Not what I wanted. Ultra modern white walls. That'll be for another one. White walls. So we gotta approach this the same way. Recommended items. This does help a lot, actually. No, I need a queen. I need either a king or a queen size bed, please. Hello? There's no other kinds of beds in here? Is this a... No, it's a single. Okay, this will go in the corner then, I guess. Like a prisoner. Then, another ceiling fan there. Well, this room already looks depressing as shit. It's horrible. All of these decorations are terrible. No, I need to use this one. So also get a clock. It's gonna be above the door this time. Let's see. Oh yeah. Since this feels like a dungeon already, I'm gonna put Wisp in here. Hmm. Moody painting, glowing painting, flowery painting. No. Um, there isn't really a bedside table, so maybe the table is beside the bed itself. And then put a chair here and a chair here. Good, good. Then we can put. Oh, that's how big the stereo is? I didn't realize that. Definitely put that there. Hmm. Actually, this might be better looking here. Yeah, that looks way better. Need something on the wall, though. Hmm. No. Bike? No. I'll be minimalist. God. Please shut up. God. Since this one. No. Maybe I should go to a treasure island and get a bunch of furniture. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I want to do my own rooms. I don't want to have to pick. I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to be forced into a theme. Yeah, I have to. Hmm. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's somebody I follow on Twitch who's like who runs a literal treasure island. Okay, so I exchanged these for for tickets once I craft them. Okay. Alrighty then. I'm guessing since it was suggesting me to use Mario items, it was taking from my inventory. So I'm going to go to a treasure island. Because I really don't care at this point. Shit. Gay one. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay. What? This is just to keep Julian on my island. Guess that makes sense. Nice. Cool, bye. All right. Let's see if these work. Yes. Okay. Hell yeah, it worked. Jesus. Are you kidding? Ah, nice. What? Wow. Nice. Fuck your ad breaks, Jesus. Why? Okay. Oh my god, bro. Are you serious? Let's try this again. What? Hi, Mandy Chan 34. How are you doing? I'm just looking to cheat for my hotel, but you know, guess I'll actually craft stuff, whatever, because it's pissing me off. I'll actually play the game. Whatever. Alright. Oh. Okay, so let's just keep going with this hotel thing, because this is actually exciting me. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. That'd be fun. Oh. Oh, do I have to go sleep in a bed or something? I've never done that before. Because I don't have friends. Ah! Oh, I can't sleep in this bed? That's dumb. Okay, then. There. We have a bed now. Uh... Is it this thing? What? Oh, the game wants me to get naked. I see. Why? Okay, Mandy, I guess you wanted this. This is the weirdest way to visit someone's island. Like, what? Okay. Wow. Astral projecting? What is this? Oh. So you can just explore other people's islands? Huh. Oh, where does this go to? Oh. Who this house? Marshall? I don't know a lot of the... Cherry's kind of a vibe, actually. Okay, well, there's nothing really for me to do here. What is this? I didn't know I could do this. What is this? Is this okay if I take? Oh. Uh-oh. What? What did she say? Or gay? Have you had a chance to see the rest of the island yet, gay? Excuse me? Excuse you, Tia? Why are you calling me the gay? Excuse you? I didn't know we had homophobic villagers in this game. That's crazy. Who's... Check the mail. Can't steal the mail. The heck? Ooh. Yo. There's so much on this island. It's huge. I could never have this much detail. Anyway, I need to get going because this is not what I've really been wanting to do today. Thank you for sharing that, but... I kind of want to play in that hotel now, so... That's fine. Wait, what? What is... Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. What? Hell yeah. This one too. Can I leave custom patterns? Can I save? Dang it. Wait, where's the close shop? Can't I switch a design out with my own? It's up here. Oh. What? Oh. Oh my gosh. Honestly, me as fuck. Wow. Okay. Nice. Starfleet. Then there's Gay 1. And there's Fall. Oh, hell yeah, my fall outfit. I literally could wear this in real life. Luigi. Gay 2, which is just me in a towel. Festival. Oh, hell yeah. And which? But I'm gonna go with Luigi for a while. Okay. Actually, I should make a winter outfit, actually. That'd be a good idea. No. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Let's do one more hotel room. And then I'm gonna have a break. Because I've been playing for 2 hours already. I got a smartwatch. Ooh, okay, wait. These outfits might be nice. What? Drop by tomorrow. Okay, well, I guess I did all I could for today. Maybe I could just change the date, but I did want to start an actual, oh. fix those pictures. No. I only got 2 rooms right now because that's how much you can have, I guess, the first day. It's only these 2 rooms, and there's Darwin staying in this one. Well, yeah, I was gonna have an animal in each room, wouldn't I? Okay, since this one's modern, maybe we'll have a goldfish. I can't edit the rooms. That's stupid. I wanted to have an animal in here. Dang it. That's dumb. So then I guess I'm gonna go on my break then. I'm gonna go out and get something to eat. I'll still be streaming. It'll just be on my break. So, just be on my pause screen. So enjoy some of my videos while you wait.
Pokemon is a video game series that was released in 1998 with Pokemon Red and Blue, originally called Pocket Monsters in Japan. Get the fuck out of here! We don't need this. We don't need a history lesson on the Pokemon franchise every Pokemon related video, okay? We know what Pokemon is, okay? Everybody knows. I mostly play the main series Pokemon games, obviously, and I almost never play the spin-off Pokemon games. I played Pokemon Go, obviously, and I've played some of Pokemon Ranger when I was a kid, but I only remember them from that one episode of the anime, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon wasn't really in my interests. I was going to talk about Legends Arceus in this video, but it turns out that's a main series game, so I'm going to save it for another day. So 2 years ago, I did make a video about Pokemon Battle Revolution, another Pokemon spin-off. That video sucks, don't watch it. Pokemon Battle Revolution is a Gen 4 battle simulator. And that's it. It's a game where you only point the Wii Remote at the screen for hours. Do you want one muscly arm? Because that's what you're going to get with this game. There's no exploration even though Colosseum and XD exist on the GameCube already. And they're playable on the Wii, so why do we have to navigate through menus until our arm goes numb? The only redeeming quality is that you can move your own Pokemon from the Gen 4 Pokemon games, but Pokemon Stadium already did that, but the battling is just boring. And I end up falling asleep every time I try to play it. It was fun when I was a kid and I played it a lot, but now it's only good as a shelf piece. This next one isn't really a game per se, but Pokédex 3DS Pro is straight up a Gen 5 Pokédex, like legit.
You now have the ability to view over 640 Pokemon in beautiful 3D graphics.
Pokédex toys did exist at the time, but they were made by companies like Tiger Electronics, so they weren't exactly detailed. Yeah, nowadays we have free iPhone Pokédex apps, Bulbapedia, or books if you're a nerd. But yeah, this is a legit Pokédex made by Nintendo and Game Freak. Only for Gens 1 through 5 though. There's only 647 in total Pokédex entries, and that's including alternate forms if the Pokemon has them. Including all of the unknown forms.
Unknown C! Unknown
And this was an era of Pokemon where they didn't serve everyone up 5 courses of DLC stew, so there was no Pokemon past Gen 5. And yeah, to be honest, I wasn't expecting there to be DLC anyway, because this was right after the Wii and DSi eras. A time where updates and patches and everything to do were not a thing, because the games were practically finished, and the mystery gifts were built into the games anyway. So we didn't need a million updates to make the game perform as well as I do in bed. If they wanted to do another Pokedex app featuring the Gen 6 Pokemon, they would have just copied and pasted the original models and charged another $15 for another pointless app that's already programmed into the game, with no updates. Like, these games also didn't really have DLC either. I know that's a hypothetical situation, but for example, the Smash Brothers DLCs being made free in the next game, it doesn't give me hope for what Nintendo would have done for this. But anyway, since it's a Pokedex, it has a voice. And that voice being Mark Thompson, who has been part of the Pokemon series since the Johto arc of the original anime. And he's obviously the voice of the Unova Pokedex in the anime.
Zebstrika, the Thunderbolt Pokemon, and the evolved form of Blitzel. Samurott, the formidable Pokemon, and the final evolved form of Oshawott. Simipour, the Geyser Pokemon, and the evolved form of Panpour.
Drillbur, Conkeldurr, Timpole.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it. Unfortunately, he doesn't read the entry like in the anime, so it kind of sucks. 0 out of 10. You can also change the languages very easily in the settings, so you can learn how to pronounce Pokemon names in German if you want.
Ku Incognito, Golking, Pantimos.
I mean, I did say earlier that it wasn't a game, but that's not entirely true. There's Pokemon Challenge. It's just various Pokemon multiple choice questions like, who's this Pokemon? Who's this Pokemon but Pokedex entries? And guess the unknown forms. It is actually really fun at times and does test your Pokemon knowledge. There's also a whole Gen 5 move dex, as well as a list of every Pokemon that can know said move. AR Viewer is exactly like the AR cards that came with every 3DS, but with Pokemon instead. Scan one of the codes and it spawns a really small 3D model, and it's kind of garbage. I bought this right before the eShop closed. So yeah, you can't actually buy this anymore. And I'm glad I own a piece of Pokemon history though. We're all just a bunch of suckers, aren't we? But where did that suckage start? Pokemania was all the rage in the 90s. You couldn't escape it. People didn't know what to make of Pokemon back then. It was out of control.
It's Pokemania everywhere, from Burger King to the king of internet retailing.
If you guys don't know what Pokemon is, you're in need of some serious remedial toy education.
Looking back at these news reports and B-roll footage of people back in 1999, they really had no idea how big this actually was going to be.
This could be this year's Christmas boom.
But some experts say the entire Pokemon phenomenon is the enemy.
In my opinion, parents should not let their kids watch Pokemon, play Pokemon, buy Pokemon cards.
And even parents were put in front of cameras and asked to explain what Pokemon was and had absolutely no idea.
Can you explain Pokemon to me?
Very vaguely. They have power balls, that's all I know.
If it sounds like the kids are speaking another language, they are. The language of Pokemon.
Pocket Monster, the spiral. And it stands for what? Male fertility.
But these parents are actually pretty cool.
Christina Levy spent $1,000 last month on Pokemon. Her kids call her Pokemom.
It's a really social game, socially interacts with all the kids in the neighborhood. So as opposed to sitting in front of a television watching cartoons, he's interacting with kids. So I really am a fan of the game.
And schools were just banning Pokemon cards because they thought that this was the equivalent of spending your life savings at a Vegas craps table.
I don't have anything against them. I just don't want them to, distract us from what our job here is.
School officials are finding that Pokemon cards are responsible for fistfights.
Oh, okay, well that's actually a reason. But soon enough, a game was released that deleted the need to collect Pokemon cards physically. Pokemon Trading Card Game. The game. for the Game Boy.
Girls can play this. Why can't it be called Game Boy Girl?
This game solely exists as an excuse for parents so they don't have to spend thousands of their own dollars on cardboard rectangles and binders. And now that I'm an adult, that seems pretty smart, actually. It's actually a free-roaming 8-bit style game, sort of like Red and Blue, but the walking animation stops halfway through. And since it's sort of a spin-off, it's not as well made. They didn't really put as much oomph into this one as they would a main series game. But it has an 8-badge system while you actively run into your rival that's always one step ahead of you. Then you go and beat a Pokemon League at the end. Yeah, it's the same formula technically as the games that it's spinning off, but instead of catching Pokemon and using them in turn-based battles, you play the actual Pokemon trading card game. And it actively teaches you how to play the most basic form of the Pokemon TCG from the first generation. It tells you what you can and can't play so you can't cheat. You can actually go in any order of the gym that you want, with things that you have to do before you can challenge the gym sometimes, like having to beat 3 other NPCs in order for them to dox the location of the gym leader. And after you beat an NPC, you're actually rewarded with packs of cards from sets of the time. There's base set, jungle, and fossil expansions all within the game. And I'm definitely gonna keep playing this one. Since it's on the Switch now, I can finally finish it on my own time. And I recommend it if you want to learn how to actually play the game for yourself. And yes, I have unopened packs of cards, okay? Here's my Obsidian Flames pack. Let's see, this has been in my collection for a while. I know it's one of the newer sets, but it has been in here for a while. I haven't really thought about opening it until a Pokemon related video. Since I don't really use these, here you go. There you go, you're welcome. Ooh, Smoliv, Pidgey, Combi, Varoom. Is that a vacuum cleaner? I don't know. Skarmory. Ooh, Espeon. Pretty cute. Sharpedo. Seismitoad. Bonsly. Gita. Okay. Nothing really interesting in there. Guess it's the Gita Reverse Hollow, but worst champion ever. Do you like to brush your teeth? Well, you can do that. But with Pikachu.
Make daily toothbrushing time more fun with Pokemon Smile.
Pokemon Smile is a toothbrushing game. Tool? Government face copier that makes your children want to brush their teeth every night before they piss the bed. When this was first announced in a Nintendo Direct a couple years ago, I was more confused than anything. Kids nowadays can't even brush their teeth without Pokemon being involved, and yeah, it works. Yes, I know it's made for children, but it's also made for me, okay? It uses the front-facing camera to actually track your toothbrush as you brush the indicated parts of your mouth, causing your Pokemon to attack the purple goo invading your gums. Looks like grape jelly. And at the end, you get to catch the Pokemon that you saved from the cavity-causing purple jelly. Weirdest thing I've said today. You basically fill up a Pokedex entry every time you brush your teeth, but only Gen 1 Pokemon though, because of course it is. I know a 23-year-old adult shouldn't be playing this who can just set a timer instead of using an app made for children. But fuck you, it's way better to see yourself with a Charmander hat on than it is to stare at your ugly face in the mirror. Okay, so Pokemon Smile is kind of weird. I love the chibi, art style. It doesn't allow you to, spit, at any time during the brushing. Which, you do get a lot of saliva in your mouth when you brush your teeth. And then it, gets angry with you when you leave the camera to go spit. Okay, I have to preload my toothbrush with everything before because it doesn't even give you time. It gives you 5 seconds to prepare, okay? It makes brushing your teeth fun, and I have no problem with that. Even if you're a smelly old adult destined to never have any children of their own. You guys remember Pixelmon? You know, the Minecraft mod? No, not that one. Yes, that one, yes. The old version that made all the Pokemon blocks. That is what this game reminds me of. Pokemon Quest was technically the first Pokemon game ever on the Nintendo Switch, but it's a completely free game with a blocky art style. Your player heads for Tumble Cube Island to find some hidden treasure from a long-dead civilization, or have to go do some grave robbing while befriending some blocky Pokemon. Sounds like fun. The game is okay. For a free game, I didn't expect much, but it's pretty fun, I guess. Again, these kinds of games aren't really for me. You go quest to quest, beating waves of wild Pokemon, then you have to fight a boss Pokemon. That's it. There's skill trees for your different friend Pokemon, so it's a bit of strategy and planning. You can use this pot to make various soups to attract more Pokemon to your camp. And you get decorations to increase various status effects like EXP. But you don't exactly need to play it at all. Besides operating the menus, it can basically play itself. You can just set it on autoplay and you can continue doing your laundry. This is another Pokemon app, but made for sleeping. Pokemon Sleep is obviously a sleep tracker. Depending on your tossing and turning throughout the night, it gives you a score ranging up from dozing, snoozing, or slumbering. For it to start tracking though, sleep has to be at least 90 minutes long before research is even counted. And you only have 2 sleep sessions per day. How they track this information is a little sketchy though. You have to keep the phone on all night while connected to the charger, on your bed, next to your head. A combination that increases your risk of a fire. Okay, I'm just trying to understand what it says here. How did you die? I used Pokemon Sleep. Thankfully, my phone doesn't get very hot while it's running this, but some of you out there have some really shitty phones, so I don't really recommend downloading this at all. And this game is also targeted to children. Maybe we shouldn't put fire hazards next to our children's heads as they sleep. And while it's collecting all of this information, it's also recording all of the sounds around it. That does include fans, by the way. It will constantly just record the fan noises if you do have one next to your head, which I know a lot of people do, including me in the summer, which is when I recorded some of this footage. And just like Pokemon Smile, every time you sleep, you collect Pokedex entries. It is fun to see what Pokemon you get in the morning depending on the sleep score, but I haven't really used it in a while, and I don't think I'll continue using it because it's really not safe to use, and it's not really for me. This last one is weird. Pokemon Puzzle League is just an ugly game. It's the only other game that I've played at least that's based off the Pokemon anime. The other one being Pokemon Yellow. And I'm sorry, I just don't enjoy playing it. To be honest, when it boots up, it looks like a ROM hack or a cheaply made Flash game. Y8.com, anyone? It starts with an animated cutscene with Ash getting a Zoom call from Professor Oak telling him that he was selected as one of the challengers in the Pokemon Puzzle League. Then Ash says,
You are selected as one of the challengers.
I'll go sign up.
Ash, you don't need to. Oak already did that. That's why he's calling you. Then we're finally off to the Pokemon Puzzle League Village. Weird name for a town that's named after the game that's most popular in it. Pokemon Puzzle League is sort of like Tetris Attack, where you gotta match rows of the same Pokemon type together. My brain just can't process it very well. If you like it, good on you, but I feel like I need to turn the video games off now after playing that and go out and, I don't know, touch some grass. I mean, I would touch grass. It's snowy. I like Harry Potter. Can you tell? Ugh. In general, I love franchises I can insert myself into. Most recently, I really got into Star Trek, but obviously one of my favorite franchises of all time is the Wizarding World. And calling it Harry Potter World just doesn't make sense because he's not the only wizard in the franchise, you dummy.
Potter, 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 Potter. Potter.
So when Hogwarts Legacy was announced 3 years ago, I was obviously excited. We are finally getting the Hogwarts letter we've been waiting for since we were all 11 years old. Like, look at this photo of me on Halloween when I was 10. I have been a fan of this franchise my entire life. I love both Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. The first one, not the other two. They're shit. But I just love the Wizarding World overall, mostly for escapism from this hellhole we call life. But I also hate it at the same time. Because I know in the back of my mind when reading the books, watching the movies are just simply holding one of my noble collection wands. The person who wrote these stories hates me and the people I love for no other reason than just wanting to live their lives.
I'm here for all of the witches.
But I'm not talking about human rights hating TERFs, so let's just focus on Harry Potter for right now. And since I've been a fan of the series for almost my entire life, I have accumulated some stuff. All my books right here, then I have some necklaces and stuff I got off Etsy. I think I got this for Christmas one year. All my movies. Then this is cool. This is my most recent thing. I turned my unofficial Harry Potter spellbook into an actual cool looking spellbook with reflective spines and stuff. And I have a bunch of Noble Collection wands that are honestly a waste of money. Waste of money, waste of money, waste of money. Waste of money, waste of money. And obviously I have some video games. Every Harry Potter movie has had a video game based on it at some point. I would be drowning in Harry Potter games if I did them all today, so I'm only doing about 10. Some of them are good, some of them are just really bad, and some are just weird. Inflatus! But out of all of the Harry Potter games on the market, which one should we start with? What? Not what you were expecting? Harry Potter Puzzles and Spells. You complete puzzles to unlock new spells, collect fantastic beasts, mix potions, all kinds of magical fun things. To complete said puzzles, you have to get a certain amount of things in a given amount of tries. Could be either the house crests, beans, platform 9 3/4 tickets, or just chocolate frogs. And all the stages are different scenes from the movies. I mean, I barely got through the Philosopher's Stone, but I'm assuming it could go as far as Deathly Hallows Part 2, but I don't care enough to bother. Nice work. These character models make me uncomfortable. Oh look, you can edit your avatar, who I affectionately named Trash. And this is what Trash looks like. Ew. And get this, you can put banners behind your character, and there's a number of pride flags, including the trans one. Does she know about this? And if she doesn't, don't tell her. We need to keep this a secret between us girlies. Shh. This one really wasn't bad at all. It doesn't try to trick you in any way on what's going on, unlike some iOS games.
Have you ever seen an ad online for a game, but then when you download that game, it looks nothing like the ad?
It's a good Candy Crush clone for Harry Potter fans, and just like Candy Crush, it's hella addictive. You know, I'll gladly keep this game on my phone until I need more memory space, and then I'll delete it. Okay, fine, let's move on to a more well-known game then. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on the Game Boy Advance. Tricked you. Philosopher's Stone on the GBA is a top-down RPG in the same vein as the Game Boy Legend of Zelda's. It was also distributed by EA Games. More like You go room to room, learning spells. Yeah. That.
Right.
And fighting... What are these? Aliens? I never really thought about aliens existing in the wizarding world. Would they have magic? If they don't, would wizards consider them muggles? And if the wizarding world's universe muggles have their own first contact situation with said magical aliens, then would the regular wizards integrate with muggles? I have so many questions. Harry walks painfully slowly. The attack button is delayed, so you easily get hit by fast-moving enemies, and I hate it. Moving on. And this next game technically no longer exists. Just like Puzzles and Spells being a Candy Crush ripoff.
I want everything to be perfect for my Dudley's special day.
Harry Potter Wizards Unite is an absolute Pokemon Go ripoff. I can't play it anymore since it shut down in January 2022. I did play this game when it came out, and I don't really remember much about it since I deleted it straight after. Unlike Pokemon Go, where you can catch the Pokemon and use said data in other Pokemon games via Pokemon Home, with Wizards Unite, I was just wasting my limited amount of data to just really do nothing. And the trailers for it looked better than the game turned out to be. So that's probably why they didn't stick around very long.
I am Madam Hooch, your teacher.
No, you ain't!
This game is not great. Philosopher's Stone on the PS1 is not the best game to look at. Are these supposed to be people or malnourished Muppets? And the low quality of the graphics gave birth to this!
Hello, Harry, it's me, Hagrid.
No, you ain't!
This is the very game that the Hagrid meme comes from, and I hate him because he sends an 11-year-old boy over pits of lava to gather
fire seeds
for a carnivorous, flying, fire-breathing dragon.
Welcome to my home, Harry. It's small, but still roomier than your cupboard under the stairs, eh?
So anyway, at the start we get a storybook introduction summarizing the beginning of the first book.
For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful step-parents, the Dursleys.
Step-parents? I'm pretty sure it's his aunt and uncle, but I wouldn't know from what source material to get that information from. Where would we go for that for the fact check? Yeah, these are the same slides from the GBA game, just reused, upscaled, and put into a book animation. And I'm actually a fan of this old art style. Bing, bang, boom, we're in the main hall, and Dumbledore, for some reason, personally tells me the school announcements that he's supposed to stay in the Great Hall.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. The third-floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Yeah, Harry, you can explore it. Except don't, because you'll fucking die.
It's a puzzle collectathon platformer where you go around the castle progressing through the story and learning new spells.
Keep trying. Oh dear. That was good. Excellent.
Right. It really makes me feel like a true wizard. And after you learn the spells, you have to complete these long, empty dungeons with badly controlled platforming. And you know the whole,
Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind every door. But keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding.
Almost every door is locked unless you're actively completing the story. It really isn't a good game by any means, but I can't completely knock it because it's Harry Potter and it's fucking weird. Okay, I've been looking at Philosopher's Stone for the majority of this video and I'm getting tired of it, so let's move on to something different. Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. Look, Lego games are good, okay, but they can just be a snooze fest sometimes. That's why I haven't been able to do another Lego games video. They're just so similar and boring. I just felt like falling asleep through the majority of the beginning levels because the Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets are the most boring in the series to me. It does only take about 2 hours to finish 1 year. It's not too bad if you want to get to the better movies like Prisoner of Azkaban. That is until your game glitches and this troll spawns in front of this door preventing you from continuing. And the customization is pretty lame. I wanted to make some Fantastic Beasts characters because they don't really have a Lego game besides the Lego Dimensions story pack. But out of all the options, who was I able to make? I was able to make Ezra Miller.
A guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film and he attacked me.
Okay, this next one is also a weird one. This is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 for 2011 Java and Brew cell phones. Look, I would say it sounds like garbage, but how can I rate silence? It looks more like an SNES game than anything. And obviously, I can't play this, but judging by the footage alone, I don't want to. Puzzles and Spells was good, so let's see if there's any other gems on the iPhone.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Wright. And I'm Ivana Lynch. And we're here to tell you about a game that lets you experience the magic of Hogwarts for yourself.
Starting it up, we get a really well-made animated intro.
Congratulations. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
And you can design your own character, choose your own house, and finally get to explore Hogwarts. Only horizontal, though. How could this possibly go wrong?
And now I can't afford it, can I? Look.
We've run out of points. Out of energy. 1 point of energy recharges every 4 minutes. Wait for your energy to recharge or buy 30 more now. Yeah, I think I'll wait.
Yeah, it's wonderful, amazing, dare I say, magical. Yes, I love the magic of long wait times. So I, of course, deleted this from my phone and swore to never speak of it again. Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. This one has to be the superior one out of the two. But unfortunately, they're the same game, but based on the most interesting movies. And the graphics are way better to look at. Everything except one thing. Oh, Jesus! For some reason, they made the pads to activate the character customization so bright that you can't see anything. What is this? We have to go back to Ezra Miller now.
I claim my 9th Amendment rights to not be unlawfully persecuted for a crime of no designation. Disorderly conduct being something I am unguilty of. You want to fight? Is that the deal?
Harry Potter Magic Awakened is everything Hogwarts Mystery should have been. The art style is really nice and looks like the updated book covers. Professor McGonagall kind of looks like a skeleton though.
Welcome to Hogwarts!
You can freely move around areas you're currently in, and there's cutscenes.
I've always been different. I can't explain it, but strange things happen when I'm around. It doesn't bother me, not anymore. I'm used to the stares, the whispers.
And there's voice acting.
I suppose you want to know my name. Fine. It's Cassandra Vole. Happy?
I'll find right where you belong by looking between your ears. What the hell is that?
It is very impressive for a mobile game. And yeah, unfortunately, it did take up a lot of memory on my phone. It's really a League of Legends type card game where each card you play is a different spell.
Spiders. Incendio. Inflatus.
Well, well. Someone knows how to duel.
They have these really cute animations for every one of them, and the spiders have to be my favorite. I love it. Don't get me wrong, the game is really well made, but it's not really my thing. So if you like card game based combat, then this is the game for you. Obviously, I wanted to save this for last. I played the PS4 version that I checked out from my local library. I'm supporting my local library, folks, not a turf. Take that, just kidding. I had to cover up the library's logos so I didn't dox myself. This is the game every Harry Potter fan has been waiting for. Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive open world RPG. The character you make is a new 5th-year student who holds the key to an ancient secret magic that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. So I guess it's pretty normal for 15-year-olds to get manipulated by older men to save the world with their mysterious magical powers. The wizarding world really isn't safe for anybody, is it? You could just be walking to Charms class on a normal Monday afternoon, and a huge fucking snake with a literal death stare comes around the corner and kills you. And speaking of not safe for anyone, the game starts with a man getting eaten by a dragon, making them see death and traumatizing them to the point where they can now see thestrals. Like, damn bro, I'm just trying to go to school. We can finally experience and explore the grounds of Hogwarts for the first time. The castle and its grounds take inspiration from both the books and the movies, but set in the 1800s and not the 80s and 90s. The designers put so much detail into this. You could literally read lines from the books and they will line up completely. And I'm not going to show much of the story, if at all, because you should probably play the game for yourself, if you already haven't. I picked Hufflepuff, of course, because we live in a literal greenhouse and grow so many herbs. So if you don't like Hufflepuff, your loss. More for us, I guess. And you can go to Azkaban in an exclusive mission. And I obviously played a little bit of the other houses, and I loved the detail.
You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first.
We don't really see much of the Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw common rooms in the books or movies, so it is really cool to witness them for the first time in explorable 3D space. But before that, you can choose between either a witch or a wizard in the position of the main character. The customization is heavily fairly extensive. You can choose between a more feminine or masculine voice, and said voices are played by Amelia Gething and Sebastian Croft, who I know from Heartstopper. And yes, I do only hear Ben every time I hear the male character talk.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. You know, if you're trying to keep it quiet, you should probably stop acting so gay there.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
You don't have to be such a bitch about it.
Oh, and my favorite part has to be flying on a broom. You can explore so much of the map very easily while you're just flying around on your broomstick and marking those flue flames. And just FYI, if you only have a PS4 like I do, prepare for slow loading screens and slow loading doors. This was definitely not made for the PS4. Or any other console besides the PS5. Oh yeah, and this is apparently less lethal than the Killing Curse. This is the Wizarding World game we've all been waiting for. And I would play more of this game, but I would have to get my own copy at this point because I think I hogged my local library's copy for way too long.
Bye, Hogwarts Legacy. You were fun. It's gone.
At least try to find it at your local secondhand store or from your local library like I did. It is really simple not to give her money straight to her TERF wallet. That sounds like a euphemism, but she's a TERF and she has a wallet with money in it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. And yeah, that is it. 10 Harry Potter video games. And every prop that I have used that has been official, like my Noble Collection ones and my book. My books are mostly secondhand. Noble Collection I bought way before all this controversy happened. And I will not be buying any more official merch. So, anyway, I love Harry Potter and I believe it belongs to the community now. Thank you, bye.
A guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film and he attacked me.
Disclaimer. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. I do not own this content, nor do I intend any copyright infringement. Please support the original creators and watch Robot Revolution in its entirety where available. It might be a surprise to all of you, but I am indeed a maple syrup drinking, hockey playing, riding a moose to school in the morning Canadian.
Yeah, I just love living in Canada.
Just kidding. I've never played hockey. And the one thing you will find a plethora of in any town in the country is a gold mine of a store. Dollarama is one of those stores that has everything you'll ever need on a budget. It's a grocery store, a craft store, a bookstore. You can find cheap cleaning products here or face creams and shampoo. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend them because it's a dollar store and your face might shrivel up and die. But on the bright side, you can find cheap Lego here sometimes. Nobody wants this Lego, huh? And over where they keep the cheap phone chargers, headphones, clocks, and Fortnite figures that no one wants, you'll find some really cheap and low-budget movies. Movies both cheap in price and in production. And the movie I'm talking about today for this Halloween video is Robot Revolution: Machines Will Rise. Robot Revolution is a very low-budget indie film directed by Andrew Bellaware and released in 2015. And by looking at this cover, you would assume it's a kick-ass Terminator-like ripoff where a sentient AI takes over and this android superhero has to come and save the day. But nope, we get claustrophobic hallways and stairwells. But I'm not gonna say anymore, let's just watch this masterpiece of a movie, shall we? And as we start the disc up, we get a couple trailers for some other low-budget movies. Dark Space, Disaster Wars, Earthquake vs. Tsunami, and Starship Rising. Dark Space and Starship Rising look fucking awesome. Even though if you mash both of the trailers together, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two movies.
I grew up in the twilight of the Great Empire.
We oppose this ridiculous war against the Terra Nostra.
The Federation flourished, and the people were censored.
You people are nothing but warmongers.
And a new order would soon rise.
Old Earth is to be vaporized. There's no more time for discussion.
At 2300 hours, we strike.
And excuse me? Earthquake vs. Tsunami. Oh my god, forget about Robot Revolution. I want to watch this masterpiece. I mean, I also use those green screen effects and explosions. The ultimate battle of land and sea. What am I watching a trailer for? Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire? Like, is Groudon and Kyogre gonna come out of the ground? Finally, here we are. Robot Revolution, The Machines Will Rise. It was produced by Still Night Monster Movies, so yes, it was supposed to be a horror movie. Happy Halloween, everybody! Then the next studio logo is for Pandora Machine, but the logo is just this naked lady with a gun. So what exactly is the story here? In a not too distant future, every aspect of society is controlled by machines, and rampant terrorism has forced the state into martial law. While performing a routine check in a high-rise apartment building, a well-armed police officer and their android partner discover that something is causing the building's residents to malfunction, forcing them to fight their way out. Also, everyone in this universe at adulthood are legally bound to have an ID chip installed into their heads, so the ruthless police can easily identify them. So the movie starts with this lady talking down to us with a book light for some reason.
Back online.
Where am I?
You don't remember?
No, I do not remember anything. Anything since...
It's side effects of the decontamination process.
Ugh, this gray static, I can't. You'll be seeing this gray haze for most of the movie because it's supposed to take place from the perspective of the main android, so prepare to see this gray screen for the majority of the movie. Anyway, after flying through some Nintendo 64 graphics, we meet the human main character named Constable Hawkins, played by Virginia Logan, along with her android partner Argus, who's played by either Walter Barney Barnes or Chance Shirley. I have no clue which one, it just says in the credits that these two play the android characters, so I'm assuming it's both. Hawkins is by far my favorite part of this movie. She's a badass cop with an eye patch who doesn't take shit from anyone.
Shut up!
If someone doesn't cosplay as her for the next Comic-Con, I'm actually gonna riot. You know what? I'll cosplay as her right now. There. And now we cut to the best CGI in the movie. Because, you know, if something is completely dark and you can barely see it, it looks real. She gives Argus a little upgrade, then gives us some very light foreshadowing.
Are you comfortable working with androids?
Yeah, they're generally reliable when they're not getting short-circuited, dismantled, or hacked.
Humans can also be hacked.
So they slowly walk around the apartment building for about a minute of the runtime with nothing else happening besides android walking sound effects. Jesus Christ, this movie's actually dangerous. Then this woman named Lisa and her son Carl confront the landlord about some noisy cleaning robot. The dialogue in this scene is just priceless.
How many times do we have to complain about the noise?
You know, the only noise I hear is...
After the woman and her son leave, Argus assaults the landlord for the answers they need.
513! Number 513.
Thank you, citizen. Try not to kill too many civilians before our shift is up.
Huh?
My serve and protect protocols are up to date.
Serve and protect protocols my crack. They're actually looking for someone named Vic Richmond, who's been apparently making a weapon for a known terrorist named Damien Raw. But it says in the synopsis that it's a routine check. This seems more like an investigation to me. This next scene really confuses me. After a bit more walking and the most realistic shot of a generic city I've ever did see, we cut to these people playing poker with balls in a stairwell.
Doesn't matter.
Son of a... Were you bluffing?
Stop swindling this dipshit, Ratty.
I ain't holding the gun to his head.
Hey, Ratty, I'll play ya.
Keep your money, Blink. Even I got too much pride to take money from the mentally disabled.
Huh? After Hawkins and Argus find them, they start to scan this guy named Tivo, played by Matthew Trumbull, for his ID chip.
What's your name?
You can call me Tivo.
Tivo?
Need I remind you that in this universe, adults 16 years and over all have ID chips in their heads.
Sorry, doll. No CID chip. I ain't 16 yet.
What's wrong with you?
Well, Methuselah syndrome.
Premature aging?
Yeah. This man is supposed to be playing a preteen under 16 years old because of premature aging? What? This just goes beyond high school TV drama casting. Why aren't they just young adults in their 20s? That's way more believable than this. After walking up more flights of stairs, Argus finds some edibles on this couple making out right in front of them.
What do you want?
I detect fellow ethylene in the possession of these citizens.
What? What do you have on you? Nothing. Nothing!
Like, I don't understand what's with all the assaulting people for no reason besides having small edibles in their pocket or just being a landlord, I guess. You know, everyday police protecting and serving.
Good horse, but you're a vicious one, Argus.
You told me not to terminate a large number of civilians today.
I did, didn't I?
Tell me again who I'm supposed to be rooting for here? Now we finally see the cleaning robot that's been causing all of the ruckus throughout the building. I mean, to be honest, for a low-budget movie, they really did their best with this robot. Yeah, it still looks like shit and doesn't look real at all, but it looks cool at least. It even has mechanical eyebrows just to show when it's about to get angry. So we finally arrive at Vic Richmond's apartment. So, get comfortable, grab a snack, refill on your popcorn, because we're going to be here a while.
What do you want? We want to talk about Damien Raw.
Vic Richmond, played by Mary Murphy, is a very paranoid scientist. They interrogate her about the terrorist Damien Raw, and she lies twice to her face. At least I think so, because I honestly can't understand what she's actually saying.
Yeah, well, word has it that one of his boys is holed up in this building.
Terrorist? Here? Oh, golly, Chihuahua curse now. You got me all frightened.
I don't even see a bed, let alone another room besides just this kitchen. I've never heard of one kitchen, no bedroom, no bathroom apartments before, but here we are. And we finally get some conflict in the form of Damien Raw's henchmen making their way through the apartment building. Then once they finally arrive, demand the weapon that Vic has been working on. And this is where we get our first action scene, and it is glorious.
That's it, don't move. Drop the guns. I said drop it!
So because of this little squabble, the weapon is primed and goes off through the ventilation system. And now we cut to some random people that live throughout the apartment building. The couple that were making out in the stairs earlier, now in the basement. You know, where every lesbian couple hangs out to talk about taking showers.
Babe, I think I need to go take a shower.
Oh. Where are you gonna shower?
I think Jennifer has a shower.
And this lady from earlier, who is now reading a book with her husband called Brothel. The preteens and the old man they were hanging out with from the stairs go to split off for the night and discover the previously broken elevator is now moving again.
Yeah, you should know you busted that.
Seneca must have had somebody fix it.
Cool. That means I can break it again.
What is he watching? Animal Crossing porn? Why is it making those sounds? Just making regular sex noises would be way less weird than this. And now because of that weapon going through the ventilation system, the couple, the cleaning robot, the elevator's floor, Zoinks! 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 And the old man are the first infected. But by what exactly? That weapon Vic Richmond was working on? It was actually a mechanical virus. Invisible nanobots with the prime function to assimilate and convert everything with a microchip. That includes human ID chips that were installed into their brains. So Argus, Vic, Hawkins, and one of Ra's henchmen start to make their way to the lobby but run into the teenagers in the hallway still trying to get their friend out of the elevator.
Vic, I mean, officer, you gotta help us here.
Our friend's trapped in the elevator. It started already.
But he already died from the possessed floor, so can't really do much. Then the already converted old man walks out into the hallway and they just stand there and watch him for about a minute. And that gives Vic time to spout some exposition on us.
His body's dead. The nanobots are in control right now. They're operating him like a flesh puppet. Technically, no, not zombies. Flesh puppets for microscopic sentient robots. And I have to say, considering that I was strictly working from theoretical constructs, they're pretty much doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing.
Wait, you're basing this whole nanobot thing of converting living people into flesh puppets was all theoretical? And now the zombified apartment residents all attack them at once. So all the main characters flee to another floor. After breaking into the old couple's apartment that we're reading Brothel from earlier, this is where most of the exposition is going to set in. Since this hacking virus is in the air and described as a combat virus, I have no idea what that means. It's already done its job and should be gone from the air by now, which I don't understand. How can a mechanical thing just disappear into thin air? I don't get it. And this part is just everyone arguing and throwing death threats around, but I agree with TiVo here.
You can shut your fat face. You got us into this.
And what makes you think that?
Oh, it doesn't take a genius to figure it out. You designed this weapon for that guy.
It is definitely her fault for making this weapon in her no bedroom, no bathroom, kitchen only apartment. Not to mention she has little to zero empathy for the people that just died.
Well, if the two constables hadn't bumbled their way in here, that guy would have had his canister and been on his way.
My friends are dead.
I've seen your friends. Not a big loss.
Then they realize that disconnecting the building from the entire power grid can slow the rate of infection. So she calls the landlord from earlier to do the job for them.
Leave me alone. I've paid my debt to society. Twice.
Listen, asshole. Are you in your office?
Who are you calling asshole?
Shut up and listen.
And he's almost immediately attacked by a zombified Lisa, and they all assume he's dead.
What a hero.
But he succeeds right before turning, because of course he does. So we're just about halfway through the movie, and things are getting quite tense. And now this is just the perfect time for Vic to tell everybody that their cell phones can work as emitters.
So you're saying that all of our cell phones could be emitters?
Given enough time, yeah.
And that would be enough to take down the zombies?
Well, not without breaking their shielding.
And by that, you mean...
crack the skulls.
See, I told you, shoot him in the head, like I said.
Yeah, that would have been nice to know 3 years ago. And why didn't she tell them this before? No idea. I thought being a scientist made you smart. Now, the horde of zombies...
They're not... screw it.
Make their way up the stairs towards them. The terrorist guy then pulls out a surgically implanted gun from his chest and threatens them.
Stay back. Get that gun out of my wife's face.
Drop the gun or I kill her.
How'd you do it?
I used a proximity release on your cell phone during our close encounter group. I was able to retrieve my surgically implanted backup.
You son of a bitch.
You had a gun implanted?
This man had a flesh pocket installed with an emergency gun? He then tries to leave stupidly, letting the whole horde inside. They're all attacked, only leaving TiVo, Hawkins, and Vic alive. After more searching and walking around for no reason, and I have absolutely no clue what floor we're on at this point, they find Carl alone in his apartment building right before they encounter the cleaning robot again. So Hawkins and Argus distract it and flee into the basement. And the Oscar goes to Virginia Logan for her role in Robot Revolution.
Well, it worked. The robot's following us. The bad news is, it worked. The robot's following us. The damn robot's got a laser cannon.
Would appear to be a decommissioned military drone.
Why is this in a residential apartment building with children? These shootouts are just art. And this part is just wild. TiVo and Carl are just walking around trying to find a way out and find the zombified Lisa. So, armed with a baseball bat, TiVo kills the kid's mother right in front of him. Soon after their little shootout in the basement, Hawkins reboots Argus to find that he's infected with the mechanical virus, and then starts strangling her. And we finally see that lady from the beginning of the movie again. She and her own android partner go around killing the rest of the humans in the building. Damien Raw henchman guy, TiVo, Carl, Vic, all the main characters, dead.
The events that transpired here today are not what we planned. Ideally, we would have sought a higher value target. This'll have to do.
And it turns out it was the government's fault the whole time. Yippee! It always is. And plot twist,
Damien Raw doesn't exist, you stupid machine. He's just a convenient boogeyman to keep people nice and scared. But sometimes the boogeyman has to jump out and yell boo once in a while.
so they use our main characters as a scapegoat. Vic Richmond was a known Raw conspirator. TiVo was a delinquent with an extensive criminal record, and Carl Vega, you know, the 10-year-old child who was innocent in all of this.
He was a member of the Church of the New Osirans. Quite a merry band of terrorists they make.
Is that what these masks behind this door were for? Were they part of an actual cult? It's just vague reasons all around here. So now they're planning to cover it all up by erasing Argus's memories so none of it gets out.
And that just leaves one last loose end. Your memory.
You are a superior officer. Naturally, I will obey your orders.
Yeah. I'm afraid that's not really going to be good enough.
If you were listening earlier, I didn't put Hawkins on the kill count. Hell yeah.
No, please. I don't know what you heard, but I can explain.
And with one good shot through the hand, she did it. She saved the apartment building, not the whole world like it shows on the front cover. False advertising, I think. That was definitely a movie I got at the dollar store. To be perfectly honest, it's not horrible. It could be edited down a little, so there's not that much walking around with nothing happening, and the gray static is really annoying to look at and takes up a lot of screen time. Movies don't usually use every single piece of footage they film, that's why they have a deleted scene section. But all in all, it was a really good low-budget movie. Just saying, this video is all in good fun. I really honestly congratulate the actors and filmmakers for putting this out into the world. It's more than I can ever do. And I really do actually like the lore surrounding this universe. Like, if they made some comic books based on this world, I would absolutely support it. And if you guys want to copy yourself, I found my copy at a Dollarama during Halloween, so I don't know if it could be there or not, but good luck! Happy Halloween, everybody! I've played quite a lot of video games in my life. I've already made a couple videos talking about video games I've played as a child. If you were subscribed, you would have seen them. I don't really remember playing a lot of video games when I was a little child. Before I had a DS and could play Pokemon Diamond for myself, my parents resorted to getting me this.
The new electronic talking Pokedex is here!
But the earliest video games I can remember is going to school in 2005 and 2006 in my kindergarten classes when we went to the best place in the entire building, the computer lab. And this was for some reason located in the storage room right beside the library or something. And it had rows and rows and rows of bulky monitors running nothing but... This is where the students can log on with their own school ID to play flash games. Eventually the teacher catches them and kicks them out for using the computers inappropriately. Totally not from experience. But for me, it was the best time because I hated my class and I hated my teacher. So yeah, it was sort of my first form of escapism in my life, and it spiraled down from there. These are all old educational computer games, by the way. I'm sure there was a lot more games that I played in the computer lab in those days. These are just a very few amount of games that I remember playing in school, but it's enough that I can make a video about them. But since I played them about, how many years ago? 18 years? I have not played these games in 18 years. I can't actually physically play them. I have to get footage off the internet for them. And they're all down in the description, by the way, if you want to go rewatch that footage. Okay, so let's boot up the old PC and launch game number 1.
Hi, my name is Plumo, and I am visiting my friends at the zoo.
Oh, the Plumo games. The memories I have with these ones. Made by Synapse Multimedia and released in 1999, Plumo is a bilingual parrot who takes children on an adventure to discover things about things, I guess. Things like the circus or the park, but I never actually played those ones, so shut it. The two that I played when I was younger was Plumo at the Zoo and Plumo at the Farm. Plumo at the Zoo I remember being my favorite. I think. I was 5, get off my ass. Plumo at the Zoo was meant to challenge a child's basic counting, matching, and coloring skills. All within fun little mini-games. They're like all mini-game collections, by the way, and just... They're not very clever. There's this Dress the Bear game where you have to match the silhouette on the wall to the bear casting it. I don't know why, but the bear was my favorite character as a kid, but now I know why. He's definitely a stoner. Then there's a game where you have to match the shape of the animal that was swallowed by a snake. What the hell is this, Anaconda? How big are these snakes at the zoo that are capable of swallowing whole elephants? And if you thought that was horrible, how about matching the animal skins to the respective ghosts? What the f- Does this zoo have a poaching problem?
Bye-bye. Come see us again.
Now that my childhood has been ruined yet again, let's move on to Plumo at the Farm.
Hello, my name is Plumo. My friends on the farm can't wait to meet you. To choose a game, click on one of the moving pictures.
It's exactly the same game. And yet again, it's another minigame collection to learn various topics like adding, matching, connecting a hose in a path across a garden to water the flowers directly from the nose of a living ground water pump. What? There's also a minigame where you have to connect the hands correctly on the indicated time. And the sun melts the earth from being so close to the atmosphere. Next are the house games. I know that sounds weird out of context, I know. The early Learning House games are basically just minigame collections, all based on a different subject. But there was only one out of the series that I didn't play when I was younger, and that being Trudy's Time and Place House.
Hi, I'm Trudy. Come play in my Time and Place House.
Starring this really scary looking alligator thing, and my headcanon is that this house is a TARDIS, because you can literally control time and space with it.
Hour.
But the first out of the ones I actually played was Millie's Math House, and that deals with, I don't know. The menu opens up and ooh, got a good cast of characters here. What the fuck is that?
I'm Millie. Come play in my math house.
There's a duck standing behind a curtain. What are you hiding behind there?
Hi, I'm Dorothy. Let's play What's My Number?
And it's just basic counting, adding, and subtracting. Put as many objects on your side of the stage as Dorothy tells you to, obviously making you do math in the process sometimes.
Very good. 6.
Oh yeah, this moose also has a rat infestation.
You can build a mouse house.
The rat minigame is just where you build houses and trucks and various things for these mice.
Now I need a rectangle. That's it. Nice house. Time to move in.
Yes, I did it! Time to pay your rent now, rodents.
Here are little, middle, and big.
Put those grippers away!
Hey, Amy, what the fuck is happening? Oh my god, those dogs are barking!
You know what they say about men with big feet? Big shoes. What else did you think I was gonna say? They're just giving it away for free. Should I censor this? You just have to match the shoe size to the respective feet until the shelf is empty and it starts all over again to satisfy these living jelly beans who talk like this.
I'm little. Shoes, please. Nice fit. Thanks.
Nice.
And at the beginning of every round, they constantly repeat their names over and over.
I'm big. A pair of shoes for me, please.
I'm middle. I'm little. I have cold toes.
I'm big. I'm big. I'm big. Shoes, please. I'm big. Shoes, please.
A pair of shoes for me. I need shoes.
I'm big. Goodbye.
And one of my favorites was Cookie Factory.
Let's play in the Cookie Factory.
Nice.
When I was younger, I remember my teacher getting upset with me because I would play this one game and nothing else. You bake cookies for this lovely chap over here who tells you how many jelly beans he wants on the cookies.
Put 1 jelly bean on my cookie, please.
1.
Thank you.
And then he immediately eats them.
That's good.
They don't even make it outside of the factory walls. Who puts jelly beans on a cookie? Bailey's Bookhouse is sort of the same, but kind of completely different at the same time. And now this is another minigame collection, but relating to reading, spelling, and rhyming. I haven't said this yet, but the house games actually share a connected MCU-like universe and make cameos from time to time. Even that creepy alligator thing. Pokemon is a video game series that was released in 1998 with Pokemon. I need to say it louder for the people in the back. I liked the game more than I didn't. It's actually a breath of fresh air actually playing this after trying and failing at a Nuzlocke and starting to hate Hop's stupid face. First of all, coming from somebody who's had Gen 1 as their first Pokemon experience, the Pokemon designs are really lazy. One of the laziest. I feel like even till today with some of the new games, the Pokemon Company's design team just pick random things out of a hat. I can work with this. Seal is just a seal. They barely changed the name. Geodude is just a literal floating rock with a face and arms. Krabby is just a crab. And don't even get me started on Voltorb. It's just a Pokeball with a face that evolves and just turns upside down, with an even bigger face and a bigger mouth. And yes, I know Gen 5's Pokemon aren't any better, but I'm not talking about them, am I? And what about the sprites? Also, Team Rocket. They are a very iconic evil team in the series, and Giovanni as a last gym leader is a very great plot twist. But the rest of Team Rocket in this game are really just there. Team Rocket and Gen 2 are literally abusing Slowpoke. And yeah, Gen 1 they killed one Pokemon, but in Gen 2 a whole generation of Slowpoke had their tails cut off for profit. The evil teams in all Pokemon games are just there to extend the game as a sort of subplot on top of you collecting 8 gym badges. I'd rather just a Pokemon game with just the gym badges and nothing else after that. I'd really like that, thank you. Team Skull, Team Flare, Team Cypher. I hate all of them, and nobody plays the Pokemon games for the story anyway. I hate having to beat Team Rocket every time I have to do something important, like the fossils in Mount Moon, or just the whole thing with Lavender Town and Cubone's dead mother. I know that's the story and all, and you need some conflict in the games to make it more exciting while you train your Pokemon up to defeat the 8 gyms that you're only there to do, but taking hours of my time on teleport pads that if you grew up in the 90s, didn't have internet to Google a tutorial of how to get out of the dead ends. But will I play the game again? Of course I will. It's Pokemon. I even replayed it on a road trip down to Florida a couple years ago. Oh, and Yellow is just the same game, but with Pikachu as your starter. So it's more directed towards anime fans since it came out a year after it premiered, and it has Jesse and James in it. That's cool. Sure, you can get the other starters later, but I like having a Squirtle to beat Brock's ass as fast as I can. So making Pikachu a 4th starter makes it the worst out of the 3. And if you're wondering why I didn't really go into depth in why I liked the game more than I didn't, my answer to that is, what can I really say? The rivalry with Blue is nice since most of the newer games' rivals feel like they're just trying to kiss my ass with how nice they've been. Like, give me a reason to want to battle and kick the hell out of them. Blue is literally the rival people name Asshat because they hate him so much. We need more of that. Please give me a new Blue, Silver, or Paul, at least. Don't give me a friend. Give me a personal nemesis to destroy. Besides that, there's really nothing special about them. Just the regular bare bones rock, paper, scissors battling and catching system that's been used for 26 years in every Pokemon game after that. What I did like about the first few evil teams is that they were actually scary and sort of rip-offs of the actual Mafia. Now the evil teams are just skipping classes and ripping up their homework. Oh, Scarlet and Violet. They're definitely games. I just want to start off by saying this game is beautiful. You have full 360 movement with the camera. Even in battles, you can see the sprawling landscape that makes up this huge map. Pokemon is now an official MMORPG with you being able to play multiplayer with up to 4 other people per session. I'm not sure if it's just me, but with multiplayer comes a lot of lag and slowdown. And if your friend is walking with their Pokemon, it skips frames every time it moves, so it doesn't look good, but I'm fine with it, I guess. They added 107 new Pokemon, making it over 1,000 Pokemon species canon, so the phrase "gotta catch 'em all" is getting more and more impossible. Some good, some bad, but I'll get to those later. They adapted the overworld Pokemon encounters that originally started in Let's Go, but was definitely perfected in Legends Arceus. but I think they forgot to add the whole crouching behind something for stealth and throwing a Pokeball to catch the Pokemon without even going into a battle. That's what made Legends Arceus stand out to me, and it might be one of my favorite Pokemon games out of the series because of it. And it's a shame it's not here. And the character customization is just kinda disappointing. Granted, there's way more options than ever before, with the male characters finally allowing for more feminine options like makeup, eyeliner, and longer hair. I can finally make Pokemon's ultimate femme lad. My character's name is Max, and he's gonna be the head of the GSA at the Yuva Academy one day. Only 4 outfits? Off? Yeah, you have the choice of 4 total school uniforms of your game's main fruit. You're stuck with either orange or purple. There's no choice besides what season you're currently living in.
Yeah, I just love living in Canada.
Oh, and this. I know what you're all saying. But Alex, the game just came out. What did you expect? There is gonna be glitches. No, that is a horrible mindset to have. This game, need I remind you, is $80 at launch, and most of the world starts lagging because of the textures slowly loading in from you just walking normally. I'm sorry, did I say $80? Since I went to opening night and pre-ordered it, it costs me $90.35. I think we were all blinded by the excitement that we forgot that the last Pokemon game that came out before Scarlet and Violet was 10 months before this. I didn't notice this until Moist Critical said it in his video.
I'm talking about excusing all of the obvious problems and writing them off as not a big deal when there are a lot of unacceptable, objectively broken things about this game. Why are we okay with a game launching and not really being playable for the most part? Why is that good? And I think this is a combination of a few things. One, the team behind it, Game Freak, being extremely untalented, some of the most untalented developers.
Hey, time to start a new island. This one I'm actually gonna play legitimately. Starting from January 16th. I'm not gonna time travel in this one. I'm gonna keep my profile, my own. This one is for YouTube. But starting January 16th, I'm gonna play every day until New Year's. Oh fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I guess I can't do that. That's annoying. Okay, then I'm just gonna play a different game for now. So I'm gonna